Welcome to Misty Biology. Let's learn something new. Here in this video, I will discuss how vaccines work or what are the changes happen to a body after vaccination. We will look into the detail of that. So let's start with the introduction. Here I have also used some basic terminologies which are important to know if we are talking about the vaccines. So let's start with this first terminology, the vaccine. And these vaccines are the biological agents that induce an immune response or that makes the body to produce antibodies for a specific disease-causing organism. Now the second is the vaccination. Vaccination is the process of getting vaccine into the body, while this vaccine is the biological agent which are used for vaccination. Okay, immunization happens after this vaccination, where some changes happens to immune system which makes the body to fight against the infection. Edward Jenner, he was the first who invented the vaccine in 1796 using the cowpox virus or the vaccinia virus to generate the antibodies or the immunity for the smallpox virus. Okay, at that time smallpox virus infection was one of the devastating infection which took around 4 lakh people's life in 18th century in Europe. Okay. At that time, Dr. Edward Jenner observed that these milkmaids, after infection of the cowpox virus, they never get infection of the smallpox virus. Then here, what he did, he took the pus from one arm of this milkmaid and then inoculated that pus into this 8 years old boy named James Webb. That means the inoculation was of the cowpox virus. Then after some time, this boy developed these mild symptoms of the cowpox virus. Then after 6 weeks of this inoculation of this cowpox virus, he again inoculated this boy, but this time the inoculation was of the smallpox virus. And then he observed that this boy is uninfected of the smallpox virus. How is it possible that this cowpox virus is producing antibodies or it is producing the immunity for this smallpox virus? Because these two viruses are very much similar and also they have the common ancestor. That is why maybe this cowpox virus produce antibodies for this smallpox virus. So by this experiment he developed the first vaccine. Since here we are talking about the mechanism how vaccines work, it is important for us to know the basic immunology of developing a vaccine. Okay, here we have classified the immunity. We will see that flow chart first. Immunity is the ability of the body to fight against any infection. Okay, and this is classified into innate and adaptive immunity. This innate immunity is present since birth and it is non-specific. That means it doesn't target any specific disease-causing organism. And here in the second, this adaptive immunity where it is specific, that means it targets any specific disease causing organism or it develops antibody for that particular infection. It is further classified into natural and artificial, and natural is further classified into active and passive, where this in active immunity infection occur and body develops antibody for that particular infection. Okay. And here in the passive, antibodies are transferred from mother to the fetus. Immunoglobulin G is transferred from mother to fetus before birth, and after birth immunoglobulin A is transferred by breastfeed. Okay, so this was about the passive immunization. And here this artificial immunity is further divided into active and passive, where this active immunization is done by the vaccine. Okay, in which the after the vaccine administration, body develops antibodies after some times. And in the second, artificial passive immunization, where antibodies are transferred from one person to the next person. Okay, the main goal of the active immunization is the proliferation of specific B and T cell, and the most important is the formation of this memory cell which protects the body in future infections. Okay, and also the main goal of this immunization is to prevent the disease. It doesn't treat the disease, it prevents the disease. Okay, here we will see the various pathways of humoral immunity and the cell-mediated immunity, which ultimately creates the memory B cells or memory CTL, cytotoxic T lymphocyte cells. When an antigen enters into the body, first the phagocytosis occurs by the antigen presenting cell. Here we take the example macrophage as an antigen presenting cell. Here what happens, this antigen presenting cell, after engulfing the antigen, they showcase the part of the antigen to T helper cells with this MHC2. Okay, and this T helper cells then activate the B cells and it also activates the cytotoxic T lymphocytes. Then after activation of these B lymphocytes, they proliferate and differentiate to produce memory B lymphocytes and plasma cells. These plasma cells are finally give rise to this antibodies. Okay, and here this pathway is the humoral immunity. And in the second pathway here, when the antigen infects the cell, then part of this antigen is showcased with this MHC1 to the cytotoxic T lymphocytes, and after the activation by this T helper cell, this cytotoxic T lymphocytes proliferate and differentiate into effector cytotoxic T lymphocytes and memory cytotoxic T lymphocytes. This effector T lymphocytes lyse the infected cell by producing granzyme and perforins. Okay. So main goal of this pathway is the production of this memory B cell and the memory cytotoxic T lymphocytes. So that was all about the mechanism how vaccines work. I hope this is very clear to you now. In my future video, I will discuss about the types of vaccines. If you like my video, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.